Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Nebulous Cast. We got a 3K 4v4 on Pillars, our classic map. I don't think I recognize any of these players, so we got a fresh lot right now. I do think, though, there's more experienced players on blue team compared to orange team, but we'll see how that plays out. My gosh. No, a lot of just individual ships and less formations for blue team. We have someone covering D, multiple people going through the center and point D. So it looks like blue team's going to stay up top this time. If we look over at orange team, so and also taking the middle, taking point E and then B. Pretty normal. Looks like we're still waiting for two people on orange team to get their ships in. Interesting. Let's see. So, I don't know the fleets yet, so it's hard to tell what blue or orange's strategy might be, but maybe we can get some intel here in a second. Ooh, I like the color. Coming from UMC here, we got ourselves a Solomon battleship hosting us. I think that's two Mark 82s, a Mark 81 and a Mark 610 beam turret. It is very nice. We do have, looks to be two flak, two machine gun point defense, along with some probably missile point defense, and then a signature scrambler. Not signature scrambler. I'm just gonna call it, it's the disco ball that helps stop missiles. Let's see what else we got. That's UMC. UMC also has a sprinter with him with a blanket jammer, lock on, and missiles. Very nice. Defending point D, we have... Yep, does have a laser beam hit squad here with three Mark 600 beam cannons, along with one of his ships has a blanket jammer, one has illumination, one has a Mark 62. Looks like all of them do have flak, point defense, and a lot of Mark 61, 62 fire. Okay, I think, is this just the same thing? No, he has a range here with a hang-up jammer, antenna, missiles, and electronic signature. Oh, what's the name? I forgot the name. I'll look for it here in a second. Let's see what else we have. Do we have another one? No, this is a bunch of Waynes. Ah, yeah, I like these. I like these fleets. The menagerie fleets here. We do have some Mace missiles with some L3 torpedo bays. A lot of Mark 62 fire. A lot of missiles too. We saw some missile defense. And then some attack missiles. We have lock-on, signature, booster. This is probably signature, another signature jammer. I know I'm messing that name up, guys. More laser ship. I am trying. More beams here. Mark 600 beam cannons. He does have Mark 64s though. Some 250mm fire coming in. A whirl point defense. Man, there's like so many particle beams on blue team. Let's take a look at orange team. What do they have to defend themselves? I must have missed the motto. USDF here. A bunch of Waynes. Are these all EWAR? They have a lot of EWAR on them. Some 120mm fire. We do have a Mark 600 beam cannon here, along with some flak point defense and some mace missiles. ANS has Waynes here, a lot of missiles on these ships, maybe Gale missiles. He has two illuminations. We have NASA, love the colors. Let's see, two heavy cruisers, both fitted with two Mark 66s, a Mark 68, two Mark 62s, lock on, and some machine gun point defense. And then ANS does have a heavy cruiser with a Mark 82, a Mark 81 missiles, a whirl point defense, and a lot of lock-on blanket jammers. Nice. We just have a Wayne support. No, this is a destroyer support with a Mark 600 beam cannon along with machine gun point defense. Very nice. So, we do have some squall missiles coming out from here. Easily going to be taken out, my gosh. We do have the full 50mm HE rounds firing, heading towards the UNSC Hammer. Looks like they do not have a lock on, though. a pretty wired spray. This is a pretty good distance. So we're probably looking at a 60-meter spread here. The Gale missiles coming out. Machine gun point defense looks doing a pretty good job. Very good. We do have the railgun firing. He has switched to AP rounds. And he's getting some good hits. Not the best angle, but getting good hits. Let's see, are any of his shots hitting? He is getting some good shots here. So pretty good exchange of fire here. More missiles coming in to attack NASA. We do get a direct hit onto a Mark 64 here. No, that's a 66. That does destroy the Mark 66. We do have a particle beam coming out just out of range. More missiles, though, hitting the NASA Mayo. NASA Mayo taking one of this. That particle beam is just in range, not doing a lot of damage. He's trying to get closer. Oh, it looks like he did take out a Mark 68. So the NASA Mayo losing a lot of firepower. NASA looking like he's in a pretty bad spot right now. The NASA Mayo looks to be pretty much crashing down to the earth. More particle beams coming out. The destroyers do have a minus 75% chance of overheat damage on the particle beam. Another volley of missiles coming out. The particle beam's now switching to the NASA Inch. Looks like it's going to take out that Mark 66. An extremely bad spot for NASA. NASA going to be taken out without doing too much damage. Some chaff decoys coming out, but don't know how useful those are going to be. I mean, the point defense is still working, but he's lost most of his main weaponry. And he is out in the open, which is the big downside to pillars, is this open space directly in the middle. Beautiful shots coming from those particle beams, cutting straight at a good angle through the ship there. I'm surprised. Oh, this is the Inch. We do have some missiles, but we have some fireworks taking out those missiles. We do have some fire going onto Earth here. Continue to see some 120mm fire. Not really doing too much, but those particle beams. The Inch is probably going to die here pretty quickly. He will take point A, though. But I don't know if the cost of his life is worth it. At this rate, I'm... Oh, we do have some Thunderheads. Look like they're trying to hit the hammer here. But as I was saying, I think I'm concerned. I don't think Orange Team, especially losing these two heavy cruisers, will have... I think they're just outshipped. I mean, there's so many destroyers for Blue Team with Mark 600 beam cannons. I don't think Orange Team has the correct capabilities to fight them, or they're quickly losing them, because these two heavy cruisers would have been very useful. Taking a look, ANS now about to have his engagement, starting to get hit by those particle beams, directly hitting his engine and power reactor area, but slowly sliding across his ship, taking out his missiles. A lot of 120mm fire, not doing too much. The Aurora and Flak point defense come on. Let's see if they can take out this volley of Thunderheads. They can't, but the chaff decoy seems to be doing just enough. Ah, the last two just clipping on him there, doing some damage to the top of that ship. Things continually not looking good for the Orange Team. Another particle beam coming. Looks like it might take out that Mark 81. Nope. A bunch of HE rounds coming in. I like that, HE rounds. They're going to do very good against this destroyer here, but also they have a bigger armor shredding. Do they? I might be wrong on that. I am wrong on that. They have the same armor shredding size. So I correct my previous statement. But more Thunderheads coming in. It looks like he's not going to be able to block all of these. No chaff decoy in sight. Another particle beam coming out. The ANS's heavy cruiser here is going to die pretty quickly. That laser pretty much is going to destroy that side of the engines. Like, he's quickly going to fall here. Yeah, the left side of Orange Team has pretty much collapsed to just pretty much overwhelming numbers. Those are mace torpedoes coming in there. Each of those doing 5,000 damage, easily destroying that Mark 81 and any components above this line here. Another particle beam coming in. His hull integrity is probably extremely low at this point. Going to start just spreading that damage over all of that battleship. Let's take a look at what's going on here. We have a laser party going on against WIV here. I don't know if I called him. We haven't introduced him yet, but he might not be here for long. He is firing some 450mm HE rounds against this Mark 600 destroyer here. More particle beams coming out, but he does have Mark 66s and Mark 82, and then a bunch of Mark 64s on that light cruiser there. Sorry I'm missing some of the action, guys. There's action going on everywhere. I'm trying to cover what I can. These particle beams tearing apart Orange Team. Looks like we have some Hurricane missiles coming in to no effect. The point defense of King is that of a king, I'll tell you that. My gosh. Easily swatting that out of the sky. Particle beams firing another round, chewing up the insides of Stem next. Looks like ANS's The Amber Crash does fall to the particle beam fire. Let's take a look at how ANS is doing right now. His reactor has failed, going orange. He's now firing onto the other ship here, which is going to die, which is going to follow quickly. More particle beams coming out on this heavy cruiser here. My question is, where is USDF? He's sitting here. He has a particle cannon, and he is not going to engage King, pretty much leaving his ally to die. I feel like, does he have Mark? He has Mark 62s on there, which are pretty effective against destroyers who only have a 22cm armor. 120mm HE round is still 30 centimeters, would pierce, but apparently not. Taking a look at NASA here, looks like he's repaired some of the damage. Pretty much just sitting here. Finally firing that particle beam, but he does miss, unfortunately. A miss for a miss there, though. We do have some Gale missiles coming in. See Squall missiles coming in. Looks like there is some jamming there, because those are some direct strikes. I don't know what that sound was, but that might have been his hull being destroyed. I don't know. I haven't heard that sound. Or maybe it was just the sound of it being destroyed. Let's take a look. The particle beam is now firing on the debut Rust. A great angle. He'll be able to, if he can get a good shot there, some pretty good angles going right through that ship. Since those particle beams do have 180 centimeters of armor piercing every second, along with 300 component damage. Good angles. Points are 286 to 308 in favor of Orange Team, but points do nothing when you're dead. It looks like the ANS right there, his destroyer is dead, but I mean his battleship is also dead. Looks like Nick is going to surrender. Is that all? Nope, that was NASA. This might be one of the quickest games I've ever casted. I don't think... I'm just trying to... USDF might be new to this game. He's firing his particle beam, but he has a good amount of Mark 61, 62 guns that just are not firing right now. King is firing 120 millimeter AP rounds. Probably should switch those to HE rounds. I think he has those. Particle beam hitting the other particle beam, and that's going to kill it pretty quickly. And there it goes. Quobo has surrendered. Who is Quobo? That's going to be ANS over there. Do have a volley of Gale missiles. Looks like they're just shooting to the wind. Love the little star formation there we got from the Aurora laser systems. Very nice. Yeah, that Mark 600 is definitely destroyed. And there goes USDF's flagship of his fleet. Particle beam again hitting the debut West. Not debut. Oh, that's point defense. What do we got? We do have RPF, a huge barrage of Gale missiles coming out. Looks like he wants to finish off the last heavier frigates of Orange Team. Particle beam coming out too. Oh man, we're going eye candy right here. Let's just take a look. Missiles, lasers, and point defense all coming out right now. Looks like we do got some hits there. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a sub 20-minute game was what it looks like. Wow. I didn't realize, because I knew blue team had a skill difference, but this was, this was outplayed extremely. Those lasers firing right here are going to destroy everything in this heavy cruiser. More Gale missiles coming out. Oh. Max, if you are USDF, you probably did not do much damage. You gotta start firing those. You had to manually fire those Mark 61, 62s. Those Gale missiles, taking out what's left of that fleet there. And we do have some railgun shots coming too. Railgun's now firing on debut West. Yeah, no, FPS did tank you. Yeah, with as many pixels on screen as there was, not go very well. I don't know where Steam Next is going. Also, that could be it. There's a lot of lifeboats. He's running for his life. Don't know how well that's going to do. USDF does have one last ship left. Let's see. Oh, he did surrender. The last player is USDF. Wow. Blue team with so many particle beams just tore apart blue team, just swarming them with, I think that's the most ships I've seen on one team in any game. And there it goes. Let's take a look. Take the numbers there. Let's take a look. 22,000 damage, 17,000, 7,000, 20,000 from our railgun, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 5,000, 0, 15,000, 5,000, 8,000, 14,000, 8,000, 19,000, 3,000, my gosh, 810, 0, 80, 1,000, oh, 3,000, almost 4,000. Okay, 7,000 was the highest number there. Oh gosh, I kind of let's take a count here of how many particle beams we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 particle beams. My gosh. I'm surprised. I thought this player would have more particle beams, but no, he was just firing. He did have mace torpedoes, though, that did pretty well. with the L3 torpedo launchers. But that was a quick game. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that game. There was some good eye candy in that one. If you guys like this video, consider liking. And if you guys want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. It really helps out. And I hope you guys have a safe weekend and see you guys tomorrow.